Welcome to TiElogues. Big data is impacting our lives in a big way. And today we are talking to Atul Rai of Staqu about how artificial intelligence is surrounding us and impacting our lives. Welcome, Atul. Tell us, you're solving all these real world problems around security and making the cameras which are on the streets smarter. Take us through it. How is it happening?
Thank you, Vishwa, for this opportunity. So, of course, video analytics is one of the problem we are solving, right? Using, of course, where we are using cameras and all. So, if we talk about camera, we all have camera. Even with the house, whether it's a manufacturing unit, whether it's a smart city, everywhere there's a camera, right? In front of camera, there's a violence happening. So, can we have a system which can identify such kind of alert and such kind of activity and give an alert? For that, currently we are putting human behind every camera, right? So if you talk about camera as a sensor, you have more number of cameras on Earth than the human population. So you cannot put a human behind every camera, right? So that is what we are doing. That is where we are putting AI to automate monitoring such tasks of security or might be safety. When I say safety, let's say there's a fire happening in front of camera. So can we have basically a system which identify such kind of an event, or someone, let's say safety can also be a hygiene, right? Because in COVID, it's a huge cases for many organizations, whether cleaning happening on the right time or not. If you're a food tech company, you want to know whether people really washing their hand with it before cooking the food or not, right? So that is also a safety statement. Then third part is operations. Operations could be for manufacturing unit or for the retail. Again, there's a camera. So we are just automatizing all these different kind of analytics for AI, and where we are monitoring and of course helping organization to automate such kind of a monitoring. So this is what we are doing, and this is where we are adding value to the whole ecosystem. Yeah.
Okay, you mentioned retail. Pandemic made everybody go shopping, online. E-commerce really picked up. But now the retail players really want to lure the customers back, and AI is playing a big role here. Tell us a little about how the planogram analysis works. As a customer, I'm curious to understand how my behavior is being analyzed.
Okay, so when you talk about offline stores versus e-commerce captures each of your data, right? When you visit a particular website, you start getting ad in your Facebook or Twitter or different places, right? So this is how it is happening, because they have a pixel which is covering all your activity, what you are clicking, what you're seeing, and all those things. In that way, e-commerce have all the data with them, so they can plan better marketing, better all the stuff, right? And on the other side, when you have offline stores, they don't have such data. They just have one data, that's a sales data. How many sales happen today, right? But based on that, you cannot take a marketing decision. You cannot plan your planogram, where to place your right product and all, right? So this is something which we are doing through our camera. Again, the camera is a powerful sensor. It is everywhere. Can we use the same camera to identify which particular shelf has maximum visitor? That is one. Then what is my queue time? If I'm standing in a queue in a particular shop, how long is a queue? Because that is a waiting time for a customer, right? This is important for putting number of POS machines, right? Then third part is a planogram, which you said, right? Planogram analysis is something where you have sofa, you have table, chair and everything, but you want to know whether such kind of whether people are sitting on those places or not. Of course, it could be even a shared office and all, right? So this is something which we are doing using camera. So camera is identifying the people, it's identifying which particular place is being visited most.
Okay, you started your journey in 2015, Atul, with Staqu. Take us through the key milestones of your journey. How has your entrepreneurial journey been? And you have been part of a lot of mentorship opportunities with TiE Delhi-NCR. Tell us how this has been of support. How has it helped you?
Okay. So we started in 2015, and we started an AI company targeting big data in terms of the images and videos, right? So this is something which we wanted to solve. If you have any unstructured data, you can click a photo of it and you can search it. So with this thing, we started our journey. We worked with many e-commerce companies from 15 to 17, but somehow in 17, this whole market got consolidated to two bigger players, right? And this is something where we decided to move towards targeting another similar data, but coming from different sensors, which is CCTV cameras, right? So there, of course, this is 2018. At the same time, when you pivot to a new domain, right, you also want to get the confirmation from some of the top people around your ecosystem, right? And that is where TiE Gold helped us. In 2018, we got this mentorship program. Raman Roy was our basically mentor at that point of time. And I think we had 5 to 6 meetings with him, right? And he given time for that thing. So that we can tell him what problem we are going through. So because at one side we are doing a problem statement which was completely different, which is e-commerce and all, right? Now we are switching to currently a different physical world, which is not a virtual one, right? So of course technology is there, but just with the technology you cannot make a market for yourself. You have to have a market, you have to have a demand and all. So those validation and those things where how to take your sales strategy, how to basically go to the market and all, that is where we got great support from TiE. I will say it is one of the important point in our journey. And then of course after that this whole pivot happened and we started targeting security first as our module in camera, then we moved to safety, and then now we also on the operational part where we are automatizing different operational monitoring for different retail, as I said, and manufacturing units.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Atul. Thank you for talking to us.
Thanks, Ushra. Thanks a lot.